My name is Eda Gordon, and I have the awesome task to introduce all of these wonderful people that I work with the Wounded Knee Legal Defense Committee, Offense Committee, otherwise known as WinkleDoc. They're going to introduce themselves.
I'm San Brim. I lived in Porcupine for a year and worked on the Sioux Falls cases in Lincoln, Nebraska. And for my good friend, Madonna.
And I'm Kathy James Mullen, and I lived in Rapid City and Sioux Falls and Lincoln, Nebraska, and Council Bluffs, Iowa for a couple of years working and sat next to Madonna in court when she, for a long time, when she was on trial.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Mugar, and I lived in, I think, Manderson, Porcupine, Rapid, and I guess that's it. And worked on, what did we do? We did what we were told to do. We went all over the room. But we sure learned a lot.
Hi, I'm David Rockwell. I was an attorney and one of the originating members of WinkleDoc in 1973, coming from Boston. And I spent about 9 weeks total here and doing support work on the East Coast. It was set up to provide legal help to everybody who was involved in this.
But it was also not meant to just be defense.
Right, it was all
right.
yes.
Offense was in support of the struggle, right? I'm Gail Sullivan, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Came here as a 20-year-old and spent 2 years in Rapid, Sioux Falls, Pierre, the worst place I've ever lived, Porcupine, and it was a life-changing experience.
Hi, my name is Bruce Ellison. I came out a few days after the firefight in Oglala in 1975. I never find my way home, so happy to be here. Wonderful to see people, many of whom I have a meeting for the first time. Good to see everybody. I'm looking forward to hearing the women tell the story today. One of my favorite women storytellers.
Hello everyone, my name is Madonna Thunderhawk, and yeah, I'm a Wounded Knee vet. But I just wanted to say a few words about this group of people. This, of course, isn't all of them. But back in 1973, most of them were very young. And very young, and most of them were students, legal students. They volunteered and came out here on their own, self-sufficient. And as a result, over 380 some cases, nobody went to jail. And just as important, these people brought the state of South Dakota out of ignorance, legal ignorance, and drug them into the modern day kicking and screaming because they knew how to do legal work. South Dakota didn't know. All they knew how to do was to, arrest Indian people and throw them in jail. And we didn't know the legal system. After Wounded Knee, American Indian Movement said, Madonna, you go and you be a liaison with the legal committee, between the legal committee and the defendants and the Indian community in Rapid City. So I said, okay, because I was a defendant, and they saved me. So I went and stayed, and I learned from them the system. I had no idea of what the legal system was all about. All I knew was cops arrest you go to court, you go to jail. I didn't realize it was a process and what defense meant, and they just walked us through, brought us through that. And I thought, oh, there's a process, there's a way. And so it was really, really important what these people did. And I don't think our people nowadays, 50 years later, what we have, and we talk about is kind of like taken for granted. But 50 years ago, the state of South Dakota, the legal system was, the doors were closed to us. And we had no idea how to open those doors, you know. These people did it. So I thank them, I owe them my freedom. Thank you.
Madonna, in response to what you said, maybe you said that people here brought you out of ignorance of the law. Well, you brought a lot of us out of ignorance to a value system that we carry deep with us today. And that's how to treat people and how to always put other people ahead of yourself. And I tell you, there was a very important value system we all learned. So it sure was a two-way street. Thank you for saying that.